Hello, so we can get started. Um,
Yeah, hi.
hey, hi. So, so you would have read the Scrum Guide, right? Scrum Guide 2020. So, can you just list down the two activities which describes what a Scrum Master does, or the top two responsibilities of a Scrum Master as per Scrum Guide? Can you list down?
Yeah. So Scrum Master, they should be teaching or coaching the team very well. And if any impediments are there, they should try to resolve it. He should be a unblocker and a problem solver.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead. So see,
And he should be
I'm
able to motivate the
yeah, yeah.
team.
Okay.
Yes.
No, no. Actually, the question, whatever I asked
Yeah.
you, yeah, yeah. See, the whatever the question I asked is, um, in in Scrum Guide, there are like two primary responsibilities of a Scrum Master. Okay, just I'm trying to get that point from you.
Okay.
See, you can tell like if you remember, you can tell. Else also no problem. Okay. See, I
Um,
see. Yeah.
he should remove
Hmm.
helps remove blocks and uh, assess the team and uh,
Hmm.
he's Scrum Master is a process owner.
Hmm.
He will be acting as a problem solver.
Hmm.
That's it. What I know.
Okay. Okay. No worries. Hmm. So I'm just giving you a scenario. Your product owner of one of the Scrum teams has been attending daily Scrum. Okay, just consider your product owner is attending daily Scrum, and during the daily Scrum, the development team members are reporting their daily work to him. Okay, so this is happening. So this is happening like an update meeting. Okay, so as a Scrum Master, what is the best action you will take? Do you think that is correct?
So, what is the meeting is about?
No, no. We have daily Scrum call.
Product owner is conducting a meeting.
No, 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 no. I'm telling
Okay.
we have daily Scrum call, right? As one of the Scrum event.
Yes.
So I'm asking the product
Yes.
owner is attending the daily Scrum call, okay? But what the
Okay.
developers are reporting their work, daily work to him. Okay. So at this scenario, what is your plan of action?
Okay. So in daily Scrum call,
Hmm.
that Scrum call shouldn't be as a status update. We should uh, see the achievement of the sprint goal, like how the work is progressed towards the sprint goal. So we Scrum Master will show up the sprint burn up chart and will continue to progress with what work has been completed today and what is expected to complete tomorrow and when. But in case of when coming to explaining about the work, uh, maybe in a sprint. planning or in any other discussion, we can have a separate discussion. And if the developer working for a particular story, if he is trying to explain what he has worked, and if he faces any impediments, then we can have a separate discussion call for the work progress which he is working, or the impediments which he is uh, reporting to the product owner.
Okay, good. Okay. So, another scenario, you are a Scrum Master and you are approached by one of the developers. Okay. So, one of the developers is telling that regression testing is not happening for all the stories as defined in the DOD. You know DOD, right? Definition of done. So, as per the DOD, the testing team is not doing the regression testing. Okay. So, they have also discussed with the product owner and decided to remove regression testing from definition of done. Okay. So, what do you think? What is the action you will take? So let me repeat the question.
Okay.
You are the Scrum Master, and the developers are telling like regression testing is not getting completed, and they want to remove the regression testing from definition of done. Do you think that is correct? And what is the action you will take as a Scrum Master?
Okay. First of all, why we are doing regression testing is we should verify if any existing functionality is not getting impacted because of developing any new other functionality, or functionality, other existing functionality should not be impacted. And uh, the regression testing should not be removed from definition of done, because we should as Scrum Master, what I will do is like I will ask the testing team why this regression testing was not done, why this was not included in their testing. And uh, as a solution, what I will do is, when assigning the task to the testing member, what I can do is I can create a subtask saying regression testing or regression monitoring to the particular testing person. And once they have tested the actual functionality, they have to monitor the regression as well to verify that existing test cases are successful or not.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So, moving to the next question. So, see, as per the Scrum guide, Scrum is based on what?
Yeah, can you come again?
As per the Scrum guide, Scrum is based on what approach?
Mm, okay. Uh, uh, Scrum.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I am able to hear you. Yes. Hello. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I am able to hear you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Hmm.
Yes. Scrum is an implementation of Agile, and it is an iterative and incremental approach, and uh,
Hmm.
and it helps people and team to work collaboratively, and uh, adaptive solutions for complex problems.
Hmm. Okay. See, whatever definition you have given is correct. Okay. So there, I'm just trying to understand. See, there is a particular mention in Scrum Guide that Scrum is based on two things. Okay. Scrum is built based on two things. So what are those two approaches?
Scrum, you're asking about Scrum theory, which is based on.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, you are right. I'm asking the same.
Okay. So, okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. It is based on the empirism and lean thinking.
Hmm.
Empirism is having the experience based on what we have worked and what is observed.
Hmm.
Lean thinking is which reduces waste and focuses on the essentials.
Great. So, what are the five values in Scrum, and what is the use of these values?
Five Scrum values are frog, that is commitment, focus,
Hmm.
openness, respect, and courage.
Hmm.
And uh, courage is like when the Scrum team
No,
should
no, no. You don't want to
be
explain.
courage.
Hey, you don't want to explain. I'm
Okay.
just trying to understand what is the use of these values. That means if we don't have these values, what will happen? Why we are? What is the use? What is the purpose of having these values?
Okay. So to achieve the progress towards the sprint, and if we don't have the team should be more courage, and whatever uh, delivery changes, if any new requirements are coming, team should be more uh, they should be more courage, and they should take it up and they should work on. If we don't have these values, uh, uh, then whatever new changes, like any instant changes are there, then team will not be able to work. They have to uh, respect each other. They have to collaborate with each other, so that whatever impediments are there, we can resolve within the teams. They should be open up with the stakeholders and business owners.
Okay, fine. So you would have conducted a sprint, like Scrum events, right? So how will you conduct a sprint planning meeting? You can explain in 2 minutes, just end to end. How is sprint planning meeting conducted in your team?
Okay. So sprint planning meeting. Okay. So first, planning meeting is required to figure out what are the stories are there, and how many stories can be taken up into the sprint. And in sprint planning, we check for each stories. We have to verify the description of the sprint each stories. And sorry, 1 second. Can I go for next question?
Hmm. Okay, okay, fine. What metrics do you share to your stakeholders, and when will you share that?
Sprint report will be sharing to the
Hmm.
stakeholders at the end of the sprint. We will provide the sprint report to the stakeholders, like whatever stories are covered, and the demo of the stories will be shared to the stakeholders. So we'll create this sprint report template, which will contain what are the stories considered for this particular sprint, and what is achieved in that sprint.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, where do you use sprint bound down chart in your sprint cycle, and what does it show? Sprint burn down chart.
Mm, sorry, what is that?
In your sprint cycle,
Okay.
where do you use sprint burn down chart, and what does it show?
Okay. Okay. Sprint burn down chart shows the number of story points, like number of user stories completed within the particular sprint. Uh, and this sprint burn down chart will be used when we start with the daily scrum call,
Hmm.
and it has the like x-axis, y-axis, where x-axis may be the hours or sprint story points used, and y can be the number of cards for that particular sprint.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, um, so what is the difference between TDD and BDD? TDD, BDD.
Okay. Um, I TDD is where the developer uh, works for the particular feature, and BDD is uh, sorry, I forgot.
Okay. Okay. No issues. So, what is an enabler, and what are the types of enabler?
Um, enabler is like when the Scrum team is unable to estimate the uh, story points for a particular user story, uh, and
You started correct on. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, this okay. Types of enablers are
Hmm.
I don't remember that.
Okay. 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 No issues. Just a minute. Hmm. 1 minute. Okay. So now consider a scenario. Okay. Developer is one of the developers informing an impediment. Okay. In a daily stand-up, consider daily stand-up is happening, and one developer is informing an impediment. Okay. So what will be your next step as a Scrum Master?
Okay. So, first of all, we should understand what is the impediment from the developer, and if uh, there is an issue with the story point, or if any analysis issue, then uh, we should revisit the user story, where is the impediment, and if the if it has the dependencies with other teams, then we can set up a meeting with other teams, and we can find out what would be the solution for that impediment. If any other like if any particular uh, information is not provided for the user story to start, or at the mid, if we find any important stuff is not available, then we can verify this with the product owner, like what would be done next. And in retrospective, we can add this impediment, and we can make sure that this doesn't happen in the next upcoming sprints.
Okay. Okay. See, another scenario, if one of your team members is giving wrong estimate, okay. For example, for a 2 story point, he is giving 8 story points. Okay. So how will you handle this issue?
So first we have to understand what is the user story, like how effective it is, and what is the functionality, what is the functionality for that particular user story, if we have any development or testing process. And if the user story is given as 8 user story, first of all, we'll while refining the user story, we will use the planning poker or planning poker for getting the user story point from each team member available in the Scrum team. And based 1 minute or so.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So we will verify, like each team member can provide their own story point through the planning purpose, and we Scrum Master can finalize the maximum story point with that. And if the story point is more, then we need to uh, analyze why this has been given this much story point with the team with the team member who has provided the that's 8 story points. Uh, for example, if he has the knowledge, like we have to check, like if others has misunderstood the user story, or he has a good knowledge on that story, or he has like other impediments, kind like in the mid we can find any impediments. For example, if for that particular user story, if we have any DB connectivity related work, or any other migration related work, we have to check what is the user story is actually required. So based on that, first of all, we have to understood what is why the person has given 8 story points, and then if it is really required, then we have to go with the 8 story point. We can discuss with the product owner, and we can provide 8 story points. Else we have to go with 2 story points. Like if it really doesn't require that much story points, then we have to explain the person, like what is actually required from the story, and what is being said, and then you have to communicate about the story point.
Okay. Good. So what is the scope creep?
Scope creep is like when any of the new user story is coming in mid of the sprint, and when it comes the sprint uh, value or goal will be changed. Uh, so this is scope script.
Okay. Okay.
So when okay.
Okay. So how to write a story? How to write a story? What are the details needed in a story? Explain with your real-time example. Take one user story and explain how you write a user story and what are the details you have.
So the user story should be uh, detailed.
Hmm.
Uh, for example, the user story may start with as I have with that frame it will start. For
Hmm.
example, if we are trying to log in for a particular website and the user story is
Hmm.
like create the functionality to log in the Facebook, then the user story description should have like any user who's creating an account in the Facebook should be able to log in the login page, and uh, yeah, and the user story should contain the um, description very clearly,
Hmm.
and uh,
Hmm. Okay. Okay, fine.
so that's it.
So yeah. So the final question: how to create a sprint? How to start a sprint in Jira? In Jira, how to create a sprint? How to start a sprint?
Um,
Hmm.
that will be an option to create a sprint in Jira.
Okay. Where you can see that option? Okay,
No ideas.
fine. Okay, fine. No worries. Okay.